All right, for the project for lesson two, what you're going to do is find a photo that you want to restore on your own, and you're going to go restore it on Photopea or Photoshop, depending on whether you're in class or at home. So to find the photo that you want to work on, what you're going to do is go to Google and you'll just simply type something like damaged damaged photos, spell damaged photos, and then you can just go to images and find a damaged photo that you want to work on. Now I'll tell you, like I've had students work on all these before. I've had students fix up all these. This one's a difficult one because it's a lot to do. Here's some examples of some, but just find one that you think you can do. That's not too. I mean, this one's not too hard. And also, one thing is make sure that the photo that you find is a good quality photo. So this one is a big, nice quality photo. But if I find one like, let's see, that's a really good quality photo too. This is a hard one, but let's see. I'm trying to find a bad one, like a bad. What I'm trying to show you is like a bad size one. Um, okay, like this one. This is only 290 by 405 pixels. So what this means is the photo is going to be really tiny. So when you zoom in, it's going to look distorted and the quality is not going to look good. So what you need to do is find a photo that's nice and big, like this one, okay, and use something like that. So when you find the photo you like, you're just going to right click on it, go to open image in a new tab right here. So you'll open the image in a new tab. And once you get the image opened in a new tab, you can then save it. So I'm going to save it somewhere you find it easily. So I'm going to type damaged photo, and it's just going to be right on my desktop. Okay, so it's on my desktop. So I'll save it. Then I'll go to Photopea. Okay, so there's the one we did together. I'll just go to File, Open. I'll find that photo. It's on my desktop. It's called Damaged Photo. Okay, and it's by date, so it should be the top one on mine. And then now I can just go in here and start fixing up the photo, okay? So you're gonna use those different tools I showed you. You can use the patch tool if you wanna like take a big section and move it over. So let me show you an example of that real quick. So just say I like, this might not work very well, but let's just say I wanna take that big section right here and then just move it over, right? Well, I got rid of a bunch of the bad stuff just by simply moving it over. Does that make sense? Some photos might work well with that, some won't. So that's one way. That's probably not the best way though for a lot of these things. So let me go ahead and show you another way. So another way would probably the best way in some of these situations is just to simply use your healing brush tool. Okay, so let me go to my healing brush tool right here. Okay, the spot healing, and we'll go over the actual healing, but I can just simply color over it like this, and it'll start healing it. Okay, like that. But you'll notice sometimes it still blends with things that are bad around. So some things like this that are really bad, you're gonna have to put the patch tool over that. But let me show you something else real quick. So the healing brush tool is like the patch tool where you take a sample. So I'll take a sample of this right here that looks good, and then I'll put it over here. The only difference between this and the stamp tool is it blends. So when it's done, it will still blend it. So this one's really good for a lot of things. But the problem is stuff like this or edges. So like let's zoom into the boy real quick. So if I try to fix his face right here, I'm going to use my healing brush tool. Like let's just say I use this one here, and I won't get a stamp. And I just color over it, okay? See how it blended there and it messed his hairline up, and it still didn't even really get what we wanted done? So in this case, you're going to have to use your stamp tool, okay? So I'm going to get my stamp tool, I click right here, and I'm just going to try to get his hairline the way it should be, okay? And then after that, what I can then do, let's see, is then go back to my healing brush tool and fix up some of those hard lines that are going on right here. So what I'll do here is I'll just go and make this a little smaller. I'll get the sample that I like. I like this, and then I'll just color over it, okay? And it's just kind of blending it all together. See how I got rid of those lines? Okay, and then same thing here. Okay, you just got to be careful not to do too much. And then here I can now go to my spot healing. This one's the one where I don't need the sample, and I'll just make it smaller. And I can just go over this real fast. Okay, and I got fixed that up. But now when I get to his eyebrows, I need to go back to my stamp tool, and I need to try to stamp this. Now this I'm going to try to make a little bit smaller, and this is going to be kind of hard. This is going to be showing how using your artistic abilities here to try and, get this to look as legit as possible. And then I can go back to my healing tool here and try to smooth it out. but I'm just trying to get this kind of the way we need it. Okay, so I'm just doing that. And you notice I'll stamp and then I'll come back and do some more. I'll stamp and I'll come back and do some more. All right, now the healing tool will come here and kind of just clean some of this up like that. See how that blended too bad there? So what you got to do here is kind of make it smaller and just do a small blend. Okay, and if it doesn't look quite the way you want, you can always go back through and make it look a little better like that. His eyebrow probably doesn't look like that. So I'll probably need to go back through, but I'm just showing you guys some quick examples here. For this part here where this big chunk is kind of missing, that patch tool might work really well for this. So I'm going to just kind of grab this whole section right here with my patch tool. Doesn't matter if I come out here because it's not part of the picture, it's fine. Then I'll just drag it over here to this stuff and then let go. Look at that, I got rid of a big chunk. So that might work in a lot of these situations to get rid of big chunks of bad stuff. But you're just going to have to play around with those three tools, the patch tool, the healing tool, which is good for blending stuff, and then the stamp tool, which is taking exact copies and which is good for edges. Stamp tool is really good for edges. Like right here, a healing tool is just not going to do it. It's just not because let me use the spot healing. Make it a little bigger. What is going on here? Why is it not? Oh, it's because I have to get rid of my. Sometimes if you leave these lines here, it won't let you do anything else. So press Control D to get rid of those lines. So I got rid of the lines. Now I can come back over here and color. But see how it blends and it doesn't. It kind of takes away. So you're gonna have to, in some of these situations, use your stamp tool, get some good stuff like this, and then just kind of create his hair the way you want it, and then come here and create the background the way you want it. And then this part here is great for just using your either spot. These two are the same thing. The only difference is, remember, is this one you get a sample and then you copy it, and this one you don't have to do a sample. It just takes what's around it. Most professionals like doing the sample. They like grabbing a sample and then putting it where they want it. Some people that are just lazy or want to do it real fast, just use this one and color over it, and it does mostly a good job too. Okay. The other one with the sample just gets what people want and puts it where they want it, so they like that more, professionals. But that's it, guys. So you're just going to go through these and you're going to fix up a photo. When you send it to me, you're going to send me both. You're going to have to save this photo twice. So save the photo as the damaged photo, and then when you're done here, you're going to go to File, Save or Export as a PNG, and save it as a finished photo. So I want to see your old one, and then I want to see what it looks like when you fixed it up. So you're going to turn in two for this one, two pictures, and I'll put that in the instructions. Okay. So that's it for now.